friends and family.
It's all about sharing a feast and cheers.
It's always been happy cause the children are dear.
It's all about peace every time of the year.
If only I could see your face again, not behind the screen at the other end. If only we could party, kick back your boots, just let me.
Wishing Christmas time, we be together again.
It's all about the family. It's all about TNC. What? It's all about the family. Don't fret, don't sweat. You know what it is, cause you know and I know we'll be together
We're
again.
going together to be together. It's Christmas time once again, and you know how we'll begin. Spread love and receive blessings from above.
If only I could see your face again, not behind the screen at the other end. If only we could party, kick back your boots, just let me.
Wishing Christmas time we'd be together again.
Wishing Christmas time, we'll be together again.
The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. I am Sonny Haldon and I'm streaming live from San Jose, California.
Hi, and I'm Haydee Haldon, streaming live from Talisay City, Cebu. Welcome to Money
Welcome
and
to
More
Money and More on TNC.
on the News Chat.
Hello, good evening and welcome to the show. Happy New Year 2023, everybody. Yay, we did it.
Happy New Year! How
Happy
was
New
your
Year.
New Year, Sonny? How was your New
Well,
Year celebration?
it is a cold and rainy and windy week here in sunny California, and we're expecting a lot of rain coming this in this new year, no? Opening this new year, which kung Pilipino tayo, right? Naniniwala tayo ng ulan ay blessings.
Yes, yun talaga 'no. So dito
Mhm,
naman, hindi siya umulan slight 'no, parang rain
mhm,
showers lang but, I observe na walang masyadong putukan. So
mm,
unlike the previous years 'no, prior to pandemic na
mm,
grabe yung mga, paputok,
mm,
but now meron naman siya mga fireworks, but
mm,
hindi din masyado yung wonggayos.
mm,
So, I think people are celebrating New Year, yes, but in an austere
mhm.
way.
On a stairway because it is has been 2022 has been the year of austerity, 'di ba? So kita-kita
Correct.
natin, no, a lot of the effects of inflation, of prices increasing, and still into the tail end of the pandemic and all of the issues that brought us that all of the issues that it brought us. No?
Yeah.
So makaka-recover din tayo, and we will see if 2023 is a will be a better year for us. But nevertheless, okay, it is the start of a new year. It is a great time to set goals for yourself, right? Sa ating mga viewers, especially related to your personal finances. Kung medyo magulo tayo nung 2022, okay, now is the best time for us to think about our personal finances heading into 2023. Since we're all starting at a clean slate, we can now create a plan for your money milestones that you hope to reach, to help you hit the ground running in 2023.
Yeah, kasi 'di ba, Sunny, according to
Mm-hmm.
a new survey from Bank of America,
Mm-hmm.
only 41% of respondents achieve their 2022 resolutions, and
Oh,
80% have already set new 2023 goals.
that's
So
good.
it seems that they see 2023 as hope, no? After
Uh-huh.
what had happened in 2022. And then
That's
some of
right.
the top resolutions for this year
Mm-hmm.
included increasing their savings.
Nice.
Paano 'yan? 'Di ba, we were saying that there's inflation,
Right.
there's, lesser income, pero malaki yung overhead expense, but how do they
Mm-hmm.
increase their savings, 'di ba?
Right.
So, quite intriguing. And then pay off credit card debts, building
Mm-hmm.
an emergency fund, traveling or taking a vacation. Maybe because these are results, no, of what had happened still during the
Right.
pandemic.
Pero naintindihan natin, Heidi, no, that hitting goals won't happen overnight, and it is sometimes easy to lose track of them as the year progresses. Yung mga New Year's resolutions after 3 weeks, nakakalimutan na natin yan, no? So that is
Correct.
why it is very important for us to set
Absolutely.
very clear goals and benchmarks and visualize, no? Have a handy visualization of these goals. It's always helpful to put these goals, no, in some place that you can always see, like your workstation, your refrigerator, your mirror, no? Para makita natin that throughout the year you'll be able to visualize these goals. So here in Money and More on TNC, we are going to give you 10 tips, no? 10 financial resolutions for 2023. Yan, exciting ito, no? So this can be a guide post for you, no? A guideline for you on the things that you want to make happen in 2023. Simulan na natin, Heidi. All right.
Yep, and I hope this will be very helpful for them, no? So,
Right.
number one,
Mhm.
of course, no, save more money kasi
Oh,
more than
okay.
90% of Filipinos do not have a rainy day fund.
Okay,
That's according to Bangko Sentral of the Philippines, no? So like
90%, no?
someone without insurance,
Mhm.
people who lack emergency fund are tempting fate, putting themselves at risk of financial catastrophe like what had happened the past 2 years. No, who would have
Right?
expected, di ba? Usually, emergency fund is at 6 months. No,
Right.
save up to 6 months of your salary, but it
Mhm.
has been more than 6 months already, almost 3 years na, no? So very
Mhm.
important talaga. It was a realization na you really
Mhm.
have to set aside for emergency fund, and then because if not, we'll be putting themselves at risk, no,
Mhm.
financial catastrophe in the event of an unexpected employment, no. So nangyayari ito and we
Unemployment.
have
Mhm.
experienced that. And major medical expense, must pa ito, no, kasi during
Mhm.
COVID, I have heard a lot of stories
Mhm.
that a lot of people doesn't have any insurance for health, no, especially
Mm-hmm.
the Philippines, unlike there na covered yung hospitalization nyo. So in here, we are paying for our medical bills, and
Right.
COVID made people realize the importance of getting an HMO, a healthcare
Mm-hmm.
product, kasi um, what I have learned, yung pinaka minimum expense during the COVID, no, simple
Mm-hmm.
COVID case, rose up to about 300,000 during the
Mm-hmm.
Delta time. Yun ang pinakagrabe. So, and then a lot of people found out that it's very hard during at that time kung wala kang hospitalization plan. So, more or less, it is already an awareness from them
Mm-hmm.
na kailangan nilang kumuha ng plan for
Right.
healthcare.
Right. Or even just to save, no, in case of these emergencies. Building up these reserves should be one of the first orders of business, no, if you're for any financial makeover, right? Sabi mo nga, a 6 months emergency fund, we said, is not enough in this day and age.
Longer
We recommend,
enough.
right, exactly, no? We ultimately build up a fund that is about 12 to 18 months of your take home income. That is right
Mhm.
now, no? But it is also important to understand that this won't happen overnight, no? We were not going to expect you to put aside 6 months of income kaagad, no, in case of emergencies. But
Mhm.
you don't in other words, you don't need to put the rest of your financial life on hold, no, until that emergency fund is complete, no. So what we recommend is to chip away at it over time, no, idahan-dahan mo yan, no. So one practical way for you to hit your emergency fund goal is to, number one, set up a separate account, no, for an emergency fund, and you can automate 10% or 12% of your income to be debited to that emergency savings account. Now, emergency po, ibig sabihin, that means you will need the cash, no, for emergencies like hospitalization, as you said. So this is
Mhm.
money that you should not pull out, no, that you should not withdraw until an emergency happens. So a good way to do this is to automate, no, deductions into that emergency fund so that it will build up over time. All right.
Yeah, you
Until
should
you reach.
always
Mhm,
discuss about automating, no,
mhm.
savings, kasi
Yes.
ang maganda diyan, um yung matatanggap mo is the ano na, yung kung magkano yung
Neto na.
natira, no, neto
Mm-mm.
na. Kasi
Mm-mm.
kung if you would want to get out of your pocket, talagang wala kang discipline to
Right.
set aside for that, no. I'm not saying that all of the people of all of the people are like that, no, but
Mm-mm.
most likely pag dinaan na kasi sa kamay mo, talagang hindi mo na siya mailalagay kung saan siya dapat ilagay, no. So yun
Right.
maganda pag in-automate mo, automatic kasi siya na-deduct. And you'll
Hindi
just do with what is being left.
right, hindi mo na siya ma-feel, 'di ba? Hindi mo na siya ma-feel na
Correct.
nakaltasan ka na pala. All right. So that's tip number 1, right? Set up emergency fund. Tip number 2, all right? Ito ha, this is a very clear and defined goal. If you have credit card debt, you can have a goal of repaying 20%, no? Right? 20% of your credit card debt. Okay? Whether you like it or not, or much to admit, okay, you may owe way too much credit card debt. Now, itong utang na to is extremely expensive. This is expensive money. Mataas ang interest po sa credit card debt. And lalo na ngayon, lalo na ngayon, no, na mataas ang interest rates are getting higher. Or you would rather have that you would have your outstanding balance paid down in your own terms. So if you have a lot of credit card debt, hindi po makakayanan, you will not be able to pay that with your minimum monthly payments. Minimum monthly payments are long, tedious, and very easy to break. No, you can not pay. Okay, so it's time to get serious to take a look at your credit card debt, right? In since 2022, since the start of inflation and the interest rates are going up, credit card interest rates can be as high as 19%. So almost murag nag 5-6 na ka sa imong credit card
Yeah.
debt, no? Murag na
Mhm.
5-6 na. All right. So what
Mhm.
can we do for them, Heidi?
Well, the first step naman is not to get into credit card debt in the first place. Kasi
Yes.
kung kaya
Right.
mo naman siyang bayaran in cash, why not pay
Mm.
in cash, no?
In
So
cash.
why do you have to use credit card? Pero
Mm.
minsan kasi people would use their credit cards for the points purposes.
Right.
Yun talaga
Okay.
kasi may mga reward system, 'di ba? But not for anything else, alam mo, that's the marketing strategy din ng mga bangko
Tama.
or card company for you to be able to use it, no?
Mm-hmm.
So this will actually need focused budgeting and,
Mm-hmm.
as you said, automation of bills.
Mm-hmm.
Then the discipline of paying in cash as much as possible, as I mentioned
Tama.
earlier. And
Mm.
this can also help in terms of reducing your future reliance on debt. But the problem of what to do about existing balances still remains.
Right. So if you still have an existing balance, what you can do is to apply for a zero balance transfer credit card. Okay, that's one way, no?
Mhm.
Na i-transfer mo uh, your credit card debt into one consolidated account at 0%, no? And you will also need a credit card calculator, which is actually a very simple interest calculator. So that can show you the potential of how you can save, no, while getting out of debt months sooner than you would otherwise. Like, so kung let's say if you pay X amount, no, to the debt every month, how long will it take you to pay off the debt, no, at 0% interest? Right. You can
Mhm.
calculate how long it will take for your credit card debt to be erased with a monthly payment at 0%. So baka meron dyan mga credit cards, no, dyan sa Pilipinas that gives you 0% balance transfer, right? But it is
Correct.
also probably uh-huh. So yeah, so you can do that, no? You can consolidate
And
your credit
probably,
card
no,
debt.
what they can also do, Sunny,
Mm.
is
Mm.
to start small.
Okay.
That's one tip also, so that we recommend making a plan to pay off 20%, no, of what you owe over
Masyadong
the
malaki,
course of
no?
2023. Para hindi masyadong malaki. So if you can afford
Mm.
higher payments, the better, no? So do that
Mm.
if you can. The sooner you can reach debt freedom, the better off your wallet will be.
Mm. So we will be talking about this later on in our tips, no? But also consider having an extra income, side hustle, no, to boost your
Mhm.
income, and you can use this income to pay off your monthly credit card payments to quickly eliminate your balance. Yung credit card debt kasi is easily the most expensive cost, no, the most expensive cost in in your monthly payments. But it will be, and it is also worthwhile for you to revisit, no, your monthly budget now every month to look at areas where you can cut on some costs and allocate it towards your debt payments. The faster you can pay your credit card payments, debt, the better it is for you in the long term. Masakit, pero yan ang kailangan. Alright?
Yeah, and if you're able to do that, it will give you the sense of fulfillment, no,
Yes.
na at
Mm.
least, no, natapos mo siya. Even na
Mm.
hinay-hinay lang. So,
Hinahinay lang
pag
natin.
hindi mo naman siya inumpisahan, talagang it will really bloat up.
Right. I remember kasi I was way, 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 way back when, no, when I had a six-digit credit card debt on a five-digit annual income. O, di ba? Mas malaki pa yung utang, yung utang sa credit card kaysa sa annual income mo. So how are you going to pay that off, no? So it took a lot of discipline on my part, no, and it took me about 2 to 3 years to be able to pay it all. Pero that sense of fulfillment, as you said, no, of being able to pay down that debt was walang that feeling of freedom, no, the feeling of freedom cannot be matched. All
Yeah, kasi
right.
alam mo nung araw, 'di ba, Sunny, having credit cards
Mhm.
is a status symbol. So,
Exactly.
nung araw nasisilaw tayo na if we are being approved of a credit card, minsan dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, anim. So, sasabihin ng mga kaibigan mo, no, "Wow, ang galing, ang ganda ng ano mo ha, maganda yung credit ano mo kasi ang dami mong credit cards." Kasi before it's not easy to have a credit card approved, 'di ba?
Right.
But since you have a lot of credit cards, so kabilaan yung gamit mo. And then
Mm.
when your bill comes, yan na. So
Mm.
people already realize na hindi siya practical to have a lot of credit cards. The least is just to leave one for emergency
Right.
use.
At least one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good tip. All right. Now, tip number 3, medyo kuan ito, medyo up to the times, no? Fight back. We can
Mhm.
fight back against inflation. And this is a buzzword right now, no? In everyone is feeling it, no? After months of height and inflation, goods cost more, yung mga portions mas maliit, and bank accounts are depleted faster, right? And kitang-kita natin yan, no? Very viral ngayon ang presyo ng sibuyas.
Bombay.
Yun ngayon ang
Sibuyas.
yun
Bombay.
ngayon ang pan natin. Yun ngayon ang indicator natin kung gaano kamahal ang mga goods and services. No,
Ginagawa na nga siyang earring, 'di ba?
ang
Nakita mo yung
sibuyas,
latest na ano?
nakatuwa. Yun yung kuha natin, yun ang measure natin of inflation, sibuyas. Dati galunggong. What happened? Pero dati galunggong. No, kung mahal ang galunggong, that means mataas ang presyo. Ngayon sibuyas. Okay, but
Yeah.
yun talaga, no? Kasi nakikita talaga yan ng masa. All right. But there are steps that you can do to reduce the impact of inflation in your bottom line. So it's a reality right now, no? That the price of goods and services are going up. So we can take steps to reduce the impact of inflation, no? For one, okay?
Yeah.
Since mataas ang inflation, ito ang nangyari since mataas ang inflation, so the central bank in many governments have increased interest rates, no? So the cost of money is going higher. So that means yung some accounts, no, some money markets are offering higher interest rates, the highest that it has been in the past 20 years, no? So you can think about moving some of your money to a high yield bank account. Dati kasi, ang average checking account will on a national bank is about 0.1%. 3 times, no, Heidi?
Yes,
0.1%
yes.
ang annual interest ang ano. But in contrast, there are some right now new accounts or even online accounts, mga online banks who are yielding up to 5%. This is something that we haven't seen in the past 25 years.
Mhm.
Right? So you can think about moving some of your money into these high yield accounts, 5%, right?
Yeah, and there are even some banks who are offering 7%, but meron
Wow,
lang siyang
really?
holding period. Yes.
Okay.
Small banks are offering that. But you also
Nice.
have to consider, no, yung yung legitimacy
Right.
nung company.
So as we said, no, it's an opportunity. So dati 0.1% ngayon, 5 to 7% ngayon, no, for some accounts, no, for some
Yeah.
COD accounts. All right.
Yeah. And also there are some insurances who are offering guaranteed 5% return.
Meron na rin, no?
So they
They're
can
able to
also
do
check.
that na now.
Yes.
Mm. Okay.
And
And
there
there,
are
go ahead.
plenty of other ways to stretch your money further in the face of
Okay.
inflation too.
Paano?
So including shopping around for everything you buy. That's
Okay.
one. Taking advantage of deals and coupons.
All right.
Unplugging your appliances to save on electricity bills. So, kung
Okay.
walang tao doon sa living room mo, you can put off the electric fan or the aircon or the light, no? To save
Especially yung
on
aircon, no?
electric
Especially yung
bills.
aircon.
Yes. And then, of course, buying in bulk and cutting back on luxuries until prices come down. So, maybe for now, you could do away with buying some branded items
Mhm.
for the comfort lang, no? If you want to buy new clothes, you can actually find mga clothes na similar to those kinds sa mga branded pero hindi siya mahal, no? So you
Mhm.
can adapt that. And then adopting any or all of these strategies could prove to actually be really of a big help.
Right. So, so austerity, as we said, no? So it does look like 2023 will also be a year of austerity. So one way for us to be able to fight back against inflation is to take a realistic look, no, at our budget, and that's our tip number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Make a realistic budget and stick to it, no? If you right now are in constant debt, and if your income seems to only cover your bills with zero savings, that means you have to rethink how you allocate your money. Kasi kung puro bills lang ang pera mo every month, and you don't have any savings or anything for is it for yourself for pleasure, no, puro bills lang, then you should think about how you allocate your money. Now, with the money that you have right now, the best way for you to do this is to budget. Okay, if you haven't done a budget, maybe this is the time for you to start taking a good look at your budget. No,
Mhm.
one way for you to make a budget, the best way actually, is to look at your bills from the past few months and make a list, a really comprehensive list of all your recurring expenses, yung mga expenses mo na monthly that you're going to pay, that you have paid in the past. Okay, you can make a list, no, of all of your expenses last month, right? So rank them in the order of importance also, no. So where you have your true necessities, like number one, housing, rent, food,
Mhm.
healthcare, right? All of this is in the top spot. All of this you need to pay, right? Okay, all of this you need to pay, utilities, gas, all of that,
Non-negotiable.
no? Non-negotiable, everything that you need to pay. Now, for everything else, you can simply cut from the bottom of your list, no? So yan ang from the priority of your list, no? And you can cut from the bottom of your list until your take home exceeds what you plan to spend. That means you have now a little spending, a little savings lang, no? Finally, keep track of your monthly spending throughout the year. So every month, no, magkano ang monthly spending mo, and to make sure that you're abiding with your budget. Okay. The good news is, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you go online, there are many budgeting spreadsheets that are available for free. No, maraming versions, but they're all the same. All right, yung goal nila is all the same. Rank your most important expenses, and then see what you can cut. Now, all of these things are tools for you to help. Tools lang siya, gamit lang siya, no? But it is up to you. You have to be honest to yourself and your finances and take a good hard look at your cash flow. How much cash is coming in, how much cash is coming out, and how much are you saving? Yan. Okay?
Yeah.
And
Now,
mm,
uh, after that, no, after that, this will lead you to number five, no. So,
tip
number
number
five
5.
tip is to actually pay bills right after receiving your paycheck. This is very
Okay.
important, no? Kasi yung iba, sasabihin, sige, instead of paying it directly, sabihin, sa next week ko na lang ito babayaran kasi gagamitin ko muna on other matters or other things, no? So,
Ah,
taking care of your monthly obligations before letting yourself indulge in any luxury expense is a helpful budgeting strategy. It's very important
uh-huh.
kasi pag sasabihin mo, pambayad lang kuryente, sandali lang, di muna bayad kasi gusto kong gumimik muna. I'll make use of the money. Nako, yari na.
Yes.
Hindi mo na talaga yan mababayaran, no? So, gives you a better sense of what you
Right.
can truly afford and what you cannot. Okay? So, a helpful
Right.
strategy is one, again, to automate your recurring monthly payments, like your credit cards, your loans, and
Okay.
even utilities if allowed. So, very important, pagka receive mo kaagad ng paycheck mo, pay directly what is due para wala ka ng problema. And
Mm-hmm.
of course,
So yeah.
furthermore, one recommended technique is setting up two automatic monthly payments from a deposit account. Pwede mo yung gagawin, di ba?
Okay.
From your debit
Mm-hmm.
account, iset mo
Okay.
automatic monthly na mag-auto deduct siya.
Mm-hmm.
One for right after payday and another one for a couple of days before your monthly due date. So, importante
Mm-hmm.
yan. And then the second payment will help you avoid interest on any purchases made between your first payment and the end of your billing period. Kasi
Okay.
minsan, pag lagpas ka na ng
Okay.
billing date, merong mga penalties yan. No? So, very important that
Right.
you pay prior to the due date. Okay. And if you don't
Right.
know when your billing cycle begins and ends, you can actually check your monthly statements, no, sa credit card mo,
Mm-hmm.
sa electricity mo, meron ka namang monthly statement eh. And mostly is
Mm-hmm.
e-billing na yan. So, makikita mo talaga. Sometimes, or if you have enrolled it in your email address, they will send it directly to your email address. And then You can also request to change it to whatever day of the month is best for you. Say, for
Yeah.
example,
Mm.
na-change, you transferred company and na-change yung schedule of payday nyo. So,
Pay
you
date,
can
right?
request a change for that.
Yeah, I remember one of the changes that I had to do, no, is because in a job that I had, ang bayad niya is once a month, no, once a month lang ang bayad. So that was an
Mhm.
adjustment for the payments, no. Kailangan ni-adjust yung mga payments ko. So I asked credit card companies, mostly banks, no, na kung pwede i-change yung date, no,
Mhm.
para may pera ako pagdating ng due. Kasi once a month, eh, 'di ba? Kasi kung nasanay ka sa every 2 weeks
Mabigat.
or every 2 weeks, yeah. So yung billing cycle mo is different. The way that you pay your bills every 2 weeks, no? From paying
Correct.
your bills every month, yung ganun. Medyo mas masakit, I would say, kung once a month kasi bulto 'yan. Lahat ng bills babayaran mo in one time lang. But
Yeah.
it takes that discipline, no? And also if you're paid weekly, ganun din, no? Try to find out how you will be able to pay your monthly dues, no? Through your by taking a look, good taking a good look, no, at your kung kailan due ang mga bills mo. All right. Okay, medyo maganda yung discussion natin, no, for this topic, no, of financial resolutions for 2023. We will talk more about them when we come back after this break. Okay? Don't go away, stay tuned. We'll go to a break.
Greenfield District, the future-ready district, home to Greenfield Tower, with its state-of-the-art fiber-optic internet backbone. Connectivity is built right into residences like Twin Oaks Place. 15 flourishing hectares right at the heart of Metro Manila, so that at work and at play, we can plant a future where dreams grow. Greenfield District, the future ready district.
The new channel is an online alternative new media platform for online shows for people on the go. Please watch all of our shows as seen on the screen. Right? Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, and your own content, but we make it easier for you.
The new channel aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24/7 platform that showcases Filipino talent. And
Right.
of course, don't forget to watch our show every Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. PH time and 4:30 a.m. US time.
All right. So we are counting down to 10 financial resolutions that you can do in 2023. Itong number 6, kung
Yeah,
ito,
but before
goes
that,
to,
Sunny, I'd like
huh?
to
Oh
make a
yeah, yeah,
shout
go ahead.
out dun sa mga natin,
Oh, sorry.
mga
Yeah.
viewers natin, no? Na very engaging. Of course, one of those is Paulo Tesico. You for being with us tonight. And of course,
Hi,
Andeng,
Paolo.
Andrea Mayor. Happy New Year po sa inyo. Yung iba mamaya na lang natin na i-acknowledge.
Right. All right. Happy New Year, Paolo. Happy New Year, Andy. Thank you for joining the show. All right. So number 6 is something closer to our heart, as we said. All
Mhm.
right. Maybe you'd like to take this, no?
Okay, so of course, no, make sure you have enough insurance for catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
So the past 3 years has actually shown us just how fragile and precious life is, no. In particular, that means taking steps such as purchasing life insurance and disability insurance. And if other people, especially your loved ones, no, depend on you, the pandemic should illustrate the importance of making sure that those people are taken care of, even if you no longer be around or you are able to work. No? In addition to making sure you have enough health insurance coverage. Kasi ang mahal talagang magkasakit dito sa
Yes.
Pilipinas. And we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully your family won't need to file any claims for a very long time, but it's better to be prepared. So start with, if no you don't have any budget for that yet, there are very cheap term life insurances. Now you can start with it. Tinatawag natin yung basic term life,
Mm-hmm.
and just to cover the unexpected death, no, or getting out of the picture. But you can also do add-ons like hospitalization cover, disability, critical illness coverage at a very minimal cost. Or if not,
Right.
if merong offer yung company for a group insurance,
Right.
you should have also to make sure to talk to your HR about it, no? Kasi it can
Mm-hmm.
also help. And then take your you need to talk to your financial advisor if you haven't started for what could be the best plan for you, kasi they will give you naman recommendations, no, according to the budget that you have. They will not be giving you um insurance premiums or
Mm-hmm.
coverages that is beyond don sa capacity mo to pay.
Right. So if you haven't talked to your financial advisor for a long time, or tumawag sa'yo tapos hindi ka man lang nag-reply na sin zone mo yung financial advisor mo last year, this this might be the year that you should talk to your financial advisor, make that appointment so that you'll be able to find what is the best plan for your life stage. Good advice, Heidi. So, as part of insurance, no, number seven, okay, as part of insurance, number seven, not only focus on your financial health, but also focus on your physical health. Yan, all right? Because studies have shown that there's a strong connection of your physical health to your financial health. There's a clear connection between your physical, emotional, and financial health. And this is particularly apparent no, in 2022. Nasa-stress ka. Kung nasa-stress ka, then you're prone to make bad decisions, no? Bad decisions. All right. Physical health is very important. Take care of your health and be prepared in case something happens, no? The average hospitalization for right now is for a major illness, ang pinaka minimum would be around 740,000. Right. So if you don't have the cash for that, all right, if you don't have the cash for that, then you will be set back. You'll be forced to borrow, no? Inflation, the economy is our biggest sources of stress, no? So that all of these stresses affects our physical health. So we have this underscores the importance of getting your financial house in order, okay, as well as exercising regularly, engaging in other healthy practices aimed to reduce health care costs. Okay,
Mhm.
the best way for us to not spend that 740,000 on major illness is to avoid it, no? So exercise regularly, eat right, engage in other healthy practices so that you will avoid no itong healthcare costs. It's not easy, but it may be tied to your other New Year's resolution to become healthier in 2023. It will this one resolution to take care of your health, to become physically fit, lose weight, and become better, no, physically and mentally and emotionally, will pay off dividends in multiple areas in your life. And one of them would be your financial area. You can
Mhm.
start with small, healthy changes in your diet, increase your exercise. Konti-konti lang, small increments. You can practice yoga, meditation, make yourself feel better, right? This will lead you to make wiser financial decisions that focus on the long term.
Yeah, correct, no? Ano naman, as you were saying, one step at a time, no? Start
Mhm.
in small increments. Just like if you're used to eating 3 cups of rice
Mhm.
every meal, you can reduce it to 2 cups, no?
Okay.
Small increments,
Mhm.
di ba?
Right.
Especially kung lechon yung ulam mo. And anyway,
Yeah.
eto number 8, no?
Okay.
Is I like this one. Ito yung one of my favorite. So, you
Mhm.
need also to find ways to increase your income. Kasi
Right.
kung
Okay.
kung yung you just make you just do with what you have been earning for the past 5 years na pagdating ng payday or paycheck mo,
Mm.
zero ka pa rin. So, I think it's about time to look for other sources to augment your income, no? So,
Right.
2023 may be the year for something new.
Yes.
So, kasi pagbalik-balik ng gano'n, I think you really have to do something na, no? Hindi na siya healthy na nakaka-stress 'yun na you feel that you're working very hard, and then eto 'yun pa rin yung nakukuha mong sahod kasi
Right.
wala ka naman talaga magawa dahil
Right.
employee ka. So, the
Mhm.
other option for that is to look for a side hustle, no? So,
Right.
the benefit of finding a higher paying job if there is an offer could actually end up outweighing everything else put together. Adding another source of income per se through a dedicated side hustle can also help with at times, no? So like for example, you have to maximize to your talent. If you like cooking, you can do kakanin, you can do tocino, no? So para lang meron kang other source. So we get so caught up in spending less and saving more that we actually forget to address the other side of the equation.
Mm.
Kasi kung
Oh,
pabalik-balik lang yun, you need to do something that you have never done, no?
right.
So how much we earn, some financial pressures are one of them. So learning a new skill to monetize is actually a step in the right direction.
Learning
So
a new
ano ba
skill.
yung mga common hustles you can do if you are a teacher, you can do tutoring. If
Mm-hmm.
you're a good writer like you do, Sonny, you can do freelance writing, no? And copy. So pwede yan, no?
Uh-huh.
Um, pwede ding pet sitting kasi marami na ngayon na marami na ngayon ang mga fur parents, and if they go on travel or they
Yeah.
go to work na ma-assign sila sa other parts of the country,
Mm-hmm.
walang magbabantay doon sa mga pets nila, you can actually offer yourself for a fee, no?
Mm-hmm.
Or if not, you can do online selling in the marketplace. So, marami talagang pwedeng maging side hustles. If you're an
Right.
artist, you can do commissions and drawings. You
Mm-hmm.
can do Canva for certain personalities, no? Para sa mga taong wala ng time to do that. Say, for example,
Right.
us who are in the insurance industry or financial industry, being leaders, no, we do recruitment, but we don't already have time to do that, no? Yung doing the poster, the recruitments, you can actually do that for a person, no? So, pwede
Right.
mong gawin yan. Yung mag-advertise ka, mag-recruitment ka, and then that particular person can pay you in return, no? So, kung magaling ka naman kumanta, you can do a side hustle being an acoustic singer or a singer,
Uh,
no? So,
Join ka
marami
sa
talaga.
barangay singing contest, ganun.
Hindi naman,
Pwede.
magbanda or whatever, 'di ba?
Okay.
So, finding different ways to increase your revenue streams, so that you won't be solely depending on one income source, no? So,
Right.
not only that strategy can help you make more money or increase your savings and reach your goals, it can also provide some protection if you lose your primary job. Kasi because of the inflation, and
Mm-hmm.
it has been said that we will be experiencing this in the next 3 years, and there will still be a lot of companies who will close down in the coming years, no? So hindi pa talaga ako maka-get over doon sa um yung 11,000 employees na natanggal from Facebook. And we all know that Facebook is such a big company, and it has been doing very well during the pandemic kasi yung mga tao na halos lahat ng tao na sa Facebook, 'di ba? But why did
Everybody was
they
combined.
retrench, no, about 11,000 employees. So it means to say na hindi na talaga siya kaya
Mm-hmm.
i-handle.
Mm-hmm.
So, yun,
Yeah.
it gives you the protection again to lose your primary job kasi
Right.
nothing is actually um, hindi sigurado, 'di ba?
Mm.
With what has been happening to us right now.
Right. Right. And this also adds to our to one of our philosophies now of having different income sources now can
Mhm.
help your financial position better. No? So marami po mga trabaho that you can do, no? Hustle lang. You can ang pinaka one of the favorite things that I've seen na hustle is kung may pet sitting, may elderly sitting. Yan, bantayan mo ang matanda. Bantayan mo ang matanda. Or be a walking companion. Meron palang ganun. Walking companion.
Mhm.
No? Sa morning walks ng mga matatanda. Yan. Sumama ka. Tapos, sumama ka lang. Just be a
What I
companion.
know of diyan sa US, ano 'yan, malakas yang ganyan na trabaho.
Mm.
Very ano,
It's
very
very
in
lucrative. No?
demand.
Yeah. Dog
Yes,
walking.
very in
Yan.
demand.
Yan, dog walking. Yan, kan in demand yan. Anyway, So there are as you said, no, good idea, Heidi. No, that it's a good idea to um, what's this? To It's a good idea to have a side hustle, no, and maybe it can even be, uh, it's something that you love to do, and you will do it as your primary job, no. All right,
Yeah, others
number
nga
nine.
does the ano delivery,
Hmm.
does Grab delivery or Lala Move or Food Panda delivery after their office
Hmm.
hours.
Yeah,
Some
meron nga
also
dito. Hmm. Yeah, so
does
it happens.
drive Grab driving.
Grab driver siya, right? So it's
Yeah,
not fun, no? Wala naman hiya, no, of earning, of working to
hindi na
earn.
uso yung hiya
Hindi na uso yung
at
ganyan,
this
no?
time.
Wala nang
Survival na
ganyang pride pa
dapat.
ganyan. Meron nga akong kilala, restaurant owner, ah, pero sa gabi kon siya, delivery siya. Oh, di ba? Nagde-deliver
O,
siya.
di ba?
May restaurant
Mm.
owner na yun, ha? Pero it's something that you need to do. Dito yan sa States also. Okay. So part of that, think about having a side hustle or a new side hustle in 2023. Right. Number nine in 2023, learn to invest better. No, learn better investing habits. If you're serious about growing your money in the long term to fund your retirement, for example, or for your educational fund for your children, simply just growing your wealth over time, you have to learn to invest. Now, if you have not invested before, okay lang. You just have to temper your expectations about investing. You have to realize that investing is a long-term strategy, all right? Dependent on your risk tolerance and your goals. How much are you willing to risk, right? So, if it's your first time to invest and you haven't invested before, okay lang po, no? There are many low or moderate risk investments that you can start. You can start investing in index funds, for example, okay, which are relatively stable. You earn passive income over an index. An index kasi is a list of all of the, let's say, of a group of companies, and then kung you can pick stocks from these index funds, so it's relatively safe. You can invest in government bonds or treasury bills. No, if the government is asking to borrow money, these are very low risk and conservative as well. It's a way to balance out your portfolio, no, from with your riskier stocks. Okay, you can invest in mutual funds. Marami po dyan sa Pilipinas ng mga mutual funds. So it's a diversified pool of stocks, bonds, and money market funds that you can start. You can invest in a mutual fund by buying shares in it. They have low minimum investment requirements, no? As low as 5,000 pesos, pwede ka nang mag-mutual fund. Tama ba, Heidi? No?
Yep.
As low as 5,000 pesos, right? You're medyo kon
Yes,
ka,
yes.
if you're a little bit let's say uh, if you're a little bit savvy, you can purchase exchange traded funds. This will allow you to invest in stocks and bonds, ETFs, as we said. This will allow you to invest in stocks and bonds with low management fees. No, they're cheaper actually than some mutual funds, right? And you'll be able to trade these ETFs just like stocks. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're just starting, start small with these low or conservative returns, no, investments. But if you have a higher risk tolerance, you can purchase stocks outright, no, stocks or equities. But you will need a broker for that, no. So these stocks have higher potential returns, but always remember that they have a higher risk of loss. So you have to do your due diligence and not put all your eggs in one basket, right? Try to avoid very volatile. If you're just starting out, try to avoid very volatile investments, no, like cryptocurrency, for example, Bitcoin, ETFs, Ethereum, yung mga ganyan, no. So while these are the hot commodities right now, no, they're the hot commodities right now, it's a buzzword. These are relatively high risk investments, no. The second biggest cryptocurrency example here in the US, yung FTX nag-collapse, and that's a 30 billion company, no.
Oh.
Cryptocurrency as a whole, it did not have a good year in 2022. The 90% loss across all platforms. So if you were heavily invested in crypto, 2022 wasn't a good year for you. But if you put all of your money in crypto, then mali mo yun. Right? So it's good to have a
Balance.
diversification, no? Diversification of your investments. Investments is not bad, right? There's just risk, but if you think long term, keep your money in that investment for the longest possible time. That's how you look at investment. If you look at investment na as some way for you to get rich quick, right? Then it is no different from gambling, right? So treat investments carefully. Talk to your financial advisor, to your broker, or a certified financial planner, right? About how to start your investments.
Yeah,
That
just
is.
to add, no,
Oh, go
if
ahead.
we were talking about getting life insurance coverage kanina, if you have not
Mm.
started and you would also want to invest, they can actually consider also putting their
Yes.
money in the variable life, di ba? Para hitting two birds at one time. They will already have
Right.
that
Right.
life insurance protection plus an investment, no? So they just
Right.
need to choose saan nila ilalagay. But
Right.
yeah,
That's actually a
and
good
then
deal,
of
no?
course, yeah, meron na. Hitting two birds at one time, a coverage and an investment. Now, which after
Leads
that, no,
us.
this will lead us to tip number 10. Of course, after doing all these things, we need to review and reflect. No, so
Right.
it's tempting to skip this step. But it's very important kasi you need to
Mm.
schedule time each month to check on your finances and ask yourself, I really on track to meet my savings goal?
Right.
So, talaga siyang i-review.
Mm-hmm.
And am I paying my bills on time?
Mm-hmm.
Did I anticipate any extra financial obligations coming up? So, you talk to
Like
yourself when you do the
like
review.
birthday,
And if not,
wedding, anniversary.
yeah. And if not, don't give up. Adjust and try again. Kasi hindi mo naman yan ma-perfect in one sitting, di ba? So, um, you try again and pat yourself on the back for the progress you've made managing your money and building your wealth. So, importante yan. That's why number 10 is very important kasi
Mm.
para kayo yung ginagawa mong mga steps if you don't do a review.
Right. And that's it, no? So these are 10 financial resolutions that you can do in 2023. It's going to be a year of, let's say, it's going to be a challenging year, but there's always hope. Yun ang sinasabi. Huwag tayong mawalan ng pag-asa, no? Yan lang kasi sometimes that's the only thing that we have, right? But if you take a
And
disciplined
sana
approach, mm,
yung financial resolution natin, talagang it will end in the last month
right,
of the year. Hindi
last
yung
month,
sa
di ba?
first month lang. Just like what resolutions are
Mm,
always are, no? Nga, at the start of the first week of January, we we tend to lay down kung ano yung
mm.
personal resolution natin. Pero after a month, wala na.
Nawala na, no? That's
Hindi
why,
na
as you
nagawa.
said, no?
Di ba?
The last step is very important, no? Is to review and reflect. Always have that checkpoint every month. How far are you in your
Mhm.
financial journey? No? Take a look at the gaps that you have for this year and your goals, no? What is it that you want to achieve for this year? You can even just, it doesn't have to be 10. It has to be just one. If you just want to eliminate credit card
Correct.
debt, that's one resolution,
Mm-mm.
that's fine. Then you can every month review mo. How far are you from paying off that credit card debt? Maybe your financial goal for this year is to save enough for a holiday or a vacation. Sure, pwede yun. Di ba? So every month, how much are you setting aside for that holiday or vacation? Or if you want to set up your emergency fund, no? Every month, all right? How far are you in setting up that emergency fund? Are you able to put in that 10% of your income every month, no? So to build up that emergency fund. So it doesn't have to be 10. It just has to
Yep.
be one, even just one.
Whatever will
But
apply
always
for them. Di ba?
whatever will apply to you. But you need to review, you need to reflect, no? And take checkpoints to see how far you are in your financial journey. So kami naman dito sa Money and More, mga gabay lang, no? We are not teaching you how to be rich, but how to manage your finances at any income level. So it is not income, all right? It is not how much you earn. It is how you allocate, no? How you allocate your income. Kay maliit man yan, kay malaki, right? We're here to show you ways, no, to uh what's this, to manage your finances so that you can have your best life ever. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's it
So,
for us.
that could be something that they can do differently this time, di ba?
Hmm. Yep. All right. So that's it for us for this episode of Money and More. Hopefully 2023 will be a better year for all of us. There's always reason to believe that this year will be better than the last, right? So sa ating mga viewers, happy new year 2023,
Happy
and
New Year.
all the best looking to your best year ever. Okay? So this is Sunny Haldon streaming from San Jose, California.
And this is Heidi Haldon, streaming live from Talisay City, Cebu,
Right.
Philippines.
Right. Always remember that financial freedom
Is in your
is in your
hands.
hands. Good night, everybody.